Alright, we're back on the road. After an amazing few days on the Isle of Barra, we're heading north to explore South and North Uist, two stunning islands right in the heart of the Outer Hebrides. Expect endless white sand beaches, wild weather and some proper hidden gems. Let's get stuck in and see what the Uists have to offer. After spending a little time on the Isle of Uist, we moved on to South Uist. Our first stop was to see the well-known statue on the island. Right in the middle of South Uist, you'll spot a massive white statue standing on the hill. That's Our Lady of the Isles. It was built in 1950s by the local community when they were fighting plans to turn part of the island into a missile testing range. The statue represents the Virgin Mary and was meant to protect the island and its people. It's around 30 foot tall, looks out over the west coast and has become one of the most iconic landmarks in the Hebrides. Simple as that, a symbol of faith, strength and community that stood the test of time. Our first night in Uist was alongside a loch called Loch Drudbeg. There is an honesty box where you pay £10 towards the upkeep of the area. We found a little walk around the loch on all trails, which was only around 4.5 kilometres and took around an hour to complete. Then we called in the early night as the weather wasn't great, ready for an early start the next day. I'll add all of the park ups and all the hikes that we do on this video in the description below. We got up reasonably early and went for a nice run around the loch and come across this little gem. It was called Long Island Retreat. It's a farm shop that sells everything local. It's also been on a TV series called Designing the Hebrides. You can pay for a craft tour while you're here, but we just opted to buy some local farm beef and some garlic infused sea salt. He told us about an old dock just up the road from his farm. Everyone we spoke to on this journey so far are very proud of being from this island and couldn't be any more helpful. If you are in the area, this hidden gem is definitely worth a visit, and of course, it's nice to support the local community. Tucked away on the east coast of South Uist, the old Loch Skidport Pier is a reminder of the island life from over a century ago. Built in the late 1800s, it was once a busy hub for fishing boats, cargo and steamers coming in from the mainland. Today, all that's left are wooden piles and crumbling stone walls, slowly being reclaimed by the sea. It's quiet, remote and full of history, a proper glimpse into the past life of the Outer Hebrides. So you can park here for the night, but we decided not to. There's some wild horses, look. I think they are actually wild as well.
Hello, Kasi. Kasi. I've got nothing for you. Like that. So we headed to our second location of the day, Linneclake Beach.
According to Google, this is a good place to see sea lions, and guess what? We found some. Once we had enough watching the sea lions and walking along the beach, we found another beach just up the road called Cooler Bay. So this is called Cooler Bay. It's about the 6th or 7th beach we've seen in 2 days. We headed for some food at a well-known seafood restaurant called Namara, which was located in a remote little village. The roads on this island are not very wide at all, but has plenty of passing places, which makes it a lot easier to drive than you would think.
Daniel's took me to a seafood restaurant. Don't even like seafood.
We then moved on to our next location. This is just a short walk of 2.3 kilometers that takes around 30 minutes to an hour to complete. Ideal for kids as there's loads of interesting things to do and see. On North Uist, there's a sculpture dedicated to Hercules the bear, the 60-stone grizzly who became a local legend back in 1980 while filming a TV advert here. Hercules escaped and roamed the island for over 3 weeks with search teams and helicopters trying to find him. When he was finally caught, he became a celebrity, appearing on chat shows and even meeting the Queen. The sculpture stands in Langus, a tribute to the bear who once brought worldwide attention to the Outer Hebrides. So after a very busy day, we could do with a proper shower instead of the little solar panel one we have in the van. So we headed over to Loch Maddie Marina, which has public showers and toilets. They even have laundry facilities. These facilities are meant to be for the people who are docked at the harbour, but there is no signs indicating that we couldn't use them. There's the showers at the toilet and this is the shower inside. Looks quite clean to be fair. Go in here. There's the toilet, showers. There's the shower in there. Shower looks quite clean to be fair.
So let's lock the door.
So Mandy's struggling to lock the door. The door never locked, but there's a second door on the shower that has a separate lock. So don't worry, you're still locked in so nobody can get in. So we've made it to our stopover for the night. We're on the beautiful Isle of Berneray. This spot is such a gem. There is just a temp out on Easy Box, and as you can see, it's super popular with the fellow van lovers. If you're planning to stay here, definitely try to arrive early to grab one of the prime spots beside the water. Honestly, we could have easily spent a full day and night here if we had more time, but this is actually our last night on the island. The good news, it's only about a 15-minute drive to the ferry port, perfect for catching the first ferry over the Isle of Harris in the morning. And that's a wrap on our 2-night van trip around Uist. What an incredible place. The views, the beaches, the peacefulness, we've loved every minute. Next up, we're heading over to Lewis and Harris, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be stunning. If you enjoy this little adventure, don't forget to hit, like, subscribe, and join us for the next episode.